What happened to Simply Thomas?
What? Well, that's a mystery.
No, hold on. This is
maybe he's listening.
No, this is a PSA. Listen, Simply Thomas, if you're listening, one, the music industry needs you. We need you desperately to come back and feel like, bro, I think there's a niche. We need this feels back. No, there is.
I'm moving on far away, looking for a place to stay, Cause you left me in the cold, and I had nowhere to go, I had done nothing wrong, I was just misunderstood. Coming to me, singing out that Tafadhali, Yariana, pena fácil,
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome one, welcome all to the 30% podcast, episode 118. I am Sam, Sam Are. I am joined today. Today I am joined with. One day I'm going to get this right. I am joined. Afam. Afam is here. Afam, everybody. Afam. This is where you add the claps.
What's up? We're in here.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's been an interesting week, to say the least. I think, at least for me. But yeah, we are here. We're here to talk about everything. Talk about the music industry. Talk about the serious and unserious things through the lens of two producers. How are you doing?
Well, it's lenses. I would say lenses because we both wear glasses.
Oh.
No, because we both wear glasses.
Yo,
guys, if you guys are listening to this, Sam and I are both bespectacled. We are blind as bats.
Spectacle.
Anyway, you are saying
this week I was really thinking about if I should get laser eye surgery, but then I'm so scared that, you know how they say it's 90 something? I think it's over 96% of a success rate. Like, what if I end up being in the 4%? Like, I do not want to do that. So I really want to do it because I'm tired of glasses.
Sam, where's your optimism?
I don't know, man. It's so risky. It's just a risky endeavor, but it's very safe apparently. But I don't know. I think I'm tired of wearing glasses at this point. But I'm so used to it. Like, I don't see myself waking up in the morning and not putting them on.
I know, same, bro. I've been wearing glasses since class 7. Like, it's so ingrained into my daily life.
Yeah, have your eyes been getting better or worse, or has it just plateaued? Do you know?
They don't get better. They got worse up to a certain point, and then they plateaued.
Yeah.
But my eyesight is really bad. My eyesight is not good at all.
Apparently,
how about yours?
Apparently, if your eyesight doesn't plateau, you're not allowed to get LASIK eye surgery. Also, if you're too old, so it has to be like stable for a while. Yeah, mine has been stable.
That makes sense because if that makes sense because I guess if you get laser eye surgery and it's still getting worse, then like what's the point?
Can you imagine getting laser eye surgery, going through all that, the risk, and then you still have to wear glasses? That's crazy.
Bro, that thing looks so uncomfortable. I've seen videos of it. It's like, bro, like it gives me the heebie-jeebies. I've never heard anyone say heebie-jeebies before. Oh no. Man, what's up though? How are you doing? What have you been up to? I'm good, man. I've been busy, man. Busy as a bee.
Yo, before you get there, run us through your February 14th. Just run us through everything. Like, you wake up in the morning.
My favorite what?
Your Feb 14th. Do you know what happened on February 14th? Bro is still busy working. He's on the grind. He doesn't even have time for this.
Guys, let me tell you about my Valentine's Day. I did absolutely nothing.
Yo, we have a broadcast. It's not even a broadcast. We have people we're talking to. Nobody's going to want to listen to us that we did nothing.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't have a Valentine's. And
there was no special
man,
somebody who was a beneficiary of your game, of your just
no. No, there wasn't. Valentine's to me is just another day. Like, I was just like, I'm happy for y'all who seem to be in love.
Dang.
And man, I love love.
Sad, honestly.
I love love, man. But
love.
I didn't partake, unfortunately. Did you?
Me?
Because you sound like you were hella busy.
Bro, you know me. Like,
you sound like you were hella busy.
What? I don't even remember what happened on Friday. Like, I don't know. I have no idea. So no, I did not participate.
I know what I did. On Valentine's, I went out to the city. I was in Manhattan. I actually went to Central Park. It was so cold. It was so cold, but it was a vibe. People were ice skating on the whatever. It was actually very picturesque. I can't lie. So my Valentine's was spent
grinding
by myself,
stacking the cheese
in Central Park.
Yeah.
Anyway, aside from Valentine's, I've been really, really stuck into this project I've been working on.
Yeah.
Man, just really focused right now. And is there anything else that happened to me that was interesting? Oh my god! Like, I'm trying to give you guys is there any
it's all right, man.
I can,
hey,
bro?
Listen,
who am
we
I?
did ask
What
to come
am
into
I?
this life. We don't have to make it interesting for anyone. Like, I don't know what people want.
No. The next day I went around the city also with a friend of mine, and we were shooting like some footage and stuff, and that was really fun. That's kind of what I did, and then Arsenal won, and that made my week.
Yeah, man. I mean, the two of us both being Arsenal fans, like, if this is how we are going to have to, we can't go to Champions League like this. Like, if this is how we are going to enter go to the end of the season, like, it's just too much stress. I don't know how to deal with it. Arsenal is just one of those teams, but yeah, we won. So shout out to
it's not good for the
Mikel
blood
and
pressure.
the boys. Mikel and the boys. That was cool.
Both Mikel. Sam, you're yet to tell us what else you did. You just blacked out after Valentine's.
I didn't do nothing for Valentine's. It was interesting watching everything going on, though. Seeing people, express their love.
Were you hate watching? Were you like,
no. Oh, no.
They won't even last.
Like you, I love love. I love love. And so I was just happy seeing
such a lie. Oh my God. Why are you lying to the audience?
Who else was telling me?
Right
Someone else was
now?
telling me this week. Oh, it wasn't even just part of my weeks. Abigail Diana von Gesavold, she was telling me that she's shocked because last week she was shocked that I took the stance I did of us talking when we talked about Burna Boy and Chloe. She was shocked that I took the side of maybe this is just love. I was feeling the February 14th spirit.
Sam, we all know you were being sarcastic in that segment. I know you when you're being sarcastic.
I was being for real. It was for real. It was for real.
You are not being for real. Sam, you're like right now you're being sarcastic. I know you.
I'm
I know
actually
what you're
being
doing,
100%
man.
serious. Like, so I was.
You wouldn't gaslight me into thinking that you're being serious.
It's not gaslighting. No, it's facts. It's facts. I love love. I'm a romantic. I'm a romantic at heart. Like, I love seeing people, just bond with each other and find that spark in the other person. Like, I love it. It's great. It's amazing.
So do you create playlists to accompany these feelings? Because you seem like the type. You seem like the type.
Now you're suggesting things that are outside of my character. Now you're saying you're low-key insulting me with
Wait,
with
you've never sat down and crafted like the perfect Spotify playlist for someone?
Only time I've made a playlist was for a significant other once upon a time. That's the only time I've made a playlist for any other person.
Exactly.
And it didn't have no love songs on it. That Kanye.
No. Actually, no. You need to be cancelled. Sam, we need to cancel you.
It had
you cannot make a playlist for a significant
it had some
other and
Kanye on
put
there.
Kanye
It had
West on there.
It had Daddy Owen at some point. I don't know. It had Rough Toad. Like I don't even remember the playlist so long ago. But it had it had my favorite songs. I wasn't making a love playlist. Like, who does that? Like, no. I was making songs I enjoy, and it had a whole bunch of different people on there.
Well, do you want to know who does that? A bunch of Kenyans, Sam, because
wait. I'm not gone. Wait, before we get there. So one of the things I did this week, which was really fun, is I was over at Ongeza Volume, the podcast. If you guys don't know about Ongeza Volume, who doesn't know about Ongeza Volume, right? Abigail Diana, she goes out to live events, and her podcast is really based around the live events, which is super cool. And then she also MCs and stuff like that. So that's her lane, sort of. So we recorded an episode this week. I don't know when it's going to come out, but that was a lot of fun. We were just laughing the whole time. It was so unprofessional on my side. Like, she was trying to be serious, and if you listen to her show, she's very serious. And she's like very methodical, and we derailed. I derailed her so much, but that was really fun. We talked about the show that we attended together. I think we've talked about it on here, Ochiko show. But then it was cool hearing her perspective, and touched on a few things in the industry, and it's super cool. So whenever it comes out, I guess we shall repost it. Y'all go listen to that and go support the girl. She's grinding over there.
Listen.
Yeah. Shout out to her.
Shout out to Abigail. But yeah, we were saying, Sam, you've seen your peers. Your peers have been listening to Heartbreak songs.
My peers. How are they my peers? No, man. Like,
they're your peers.
It makes last year was crazy, man. I think last year with everything that was going on, I think people didn't have enough bandwidth for relationships. So there was like a lot of people just ending relationships and breaking up. And I think that has reflected in the music numbers. I think. But
it begs the question, like, what are these girls in Nairobi doing to these niggas? Because, like, why are they so heartbroken? Sam, honestly, it made me sit down and really think, like, what's happening on the streets? Like, why are they heartbroken? Why is that percentage going up by 109%? Like,
I don't know. Have you actually mentioned what is happening? The number of Heartbreak songs.
Oh,
no, I don't think you mentioned. Yeah, the number of Heartbreak music has increased in terms of listeners, which is rather incredible. Like, what's happening out there?
So there's an actual article about it where over the Valentine's season, the Spotify platform recorded a 194% increase in Heartbreak music consumption, highlighting the universal connection between music and human emotions. Now, it goes on to outline these percentages in Nigeria, Ghana, Uganda, Kenya, TZ, and South Africa. And for Kenya in specific, it looks like 109% of music that regards like heartbreak and stuff was up, and those were for the men. World. Like, bro, listen. Let me see what else they say. Oh yeah, it says Spotify data indicates that heartbreak music is most commonly played between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. Bro, people are down bad at 4 p.m. and 6 p.m.
Do you know what it is? Like, do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? When you wake up in the morning, the only thing that's on your mind is, okay, I need to get to work. I need to make my money. When you get to work, you have to reply to those emails. They never find you well, but you have to reply to them. And there's no time in between the day to actually think. Once you're done with the work on your way home, what else are you thinking about but that last message you were sent by the person you had chased for 2 weeks? The timing makes sense.
That makes sense.
Timing makes a lot of sense.
No, the timing definitely does make sense. I just find it very hilarious that Spotify even have this like as a data set to release. Yeah. But like it does make sense, because also, you know, Spotify do a lot of their playlists like based on mood and vibes and stuff like that. So I'm actually very interested to know what other data they have like in their databases. Like how many people are listening to, I don't know,
violent music
related songs, or they definitely have violent playlist. Like they know the demographics there. But that could be interesting. I'm pretty sure somebody could do like a whole thesis about like, is there like a correlation between teens listening to violent music and
violence.
the violence going on in no, but it's true though, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think all these things are interconnected. I feel like you are what you consume in terms of media, and Kenyan men are
heartbroken,
really
man. Kenyan men are going through
people.
Kenyan men are going through it. I don't know what the deal is, but it's really hard out here for the boy child is suffering. The boy child is suffering. There needs to be an NGO that started to cater to the boy child and his heartbreak. I really do think
that is Sam saying that. That's Sam Are using his platform to say that. That is Sam Are using his platform.
Wait, why are you distancing
Are
yourself?
is late to the party. Huh?
Are is heartbroken. No, I'm not. Are you heartbroken, Afam? Have you? Is that why you didn't celebrate anything? Did they break your heart? The long arm he gives. It's okay, don't worry. I know you're not going to share on this platform.
No. I'm human though. I'm human. Like I have been heartbroken before. Like, bro, it's a human emotion. You know, some of us aren't robotic like you, Sam.
I'm not robotic. I probably have more emotion and more feeling than you. You never believe me when I say that I love to see people thrive. Okay. All right. See? This is what I'm talking about. There's no reason for me to explain to you. Anyway.
So let me ask. I have a question. So in Kenya, if you're trying to listen to heartbreak music, who are you listening to? Like, who does it best?
Heartbreak?
Who does it best?
Like heartbreak music? Or are we just talking about like just if you want to get the feels?
If you want to get the feels. Because I feel like Njerai is more like, right now she's more on her lovey-dovey shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
Yo, I'm trying to, we're trying to...
The queen of sap right now.
By the way, my prediction was almost right about her playlist. But I need my props. The only thing I got wrong was Hypnotized.
That wasn't
No. The only thing I got wrong was Hypnotized.
You solved the most difficult equation in the world. 4-letter word.
See, my God,
what
guys!
are her themes?
No.
I'm not giving you no
guys,
props on that.
Guys, you see how I never get any flowers on this podcast.
You don't need. Why are you getting flowers for waking up in the morning and opening up your eyes? Like there's nothing special that you did. 4-letter word. It's Njerai. What do you think she's going to talk about?
No, but I literally predicted the themes for 3 of the 4 songs, like perfectly. Like, Sam, can you please just give me my props?
No.
Like, I literally called it. Obviously, the Hypnotized song, I said she was hypnotizing. But to be fair, I was only doing that to be funny. Like, that one, I was just doing it like in jest. So, like, really, if we're really, being serious about it, I kind of just got all the predictions right. So, me personally, I think I need a medal for my predictions and my service to humanity. I'm not joking.
Me personally, I think I need a medal is funny. You can't want it that bad though. You can't want it that bad.
I actually do. I want my recognition. Crazy. But anyway, Sam, you are telling us who do you listen to when you're down I don't really listen to that kind when of you're heartbroken?
I don't listen to anyone when I'm heartbroken. I never get heartbroken. I have a heart of stone.
Really? You never listen to like really sad music to make yourself feel even worse?
Even sadder.
Like, have you ever? Yeah, you've never done that.
Not for music that has to do with like love. It's just generally like depression.
Okay, the 30% podcast gets deep.
It's just generally when you're feeling low. When you're having one of those years.
One of those years, man.
You throw it. Like
when you're having one of those half decades.
Yeah, that I made a playlist for. And that playlist is fire, man. Like I go through it from time to time. Like, oh man, I was really feeling crazy here. But it's good. It's really good music. It's gotten me through some really, really dark times. But no, I don't listen to music when I'm...
To be honest, I'm trying to think about like if I have any Kenyan artists like who I go to when I want to feel like that, like, oh, this is Heartbreak and stuff like that. But there was, what was his name? I think it was Simply Tomas. I think he was this guy. He used to do like rock songs. Yeah, I think that was his name.
Rock?
Simply Tomas.
Where is this going? You listen to rock when you're feeling
I
heartbroken.
swear.
What kind of rock is it? You're talking about a Kenyan artist?
I'm talking about a Kenyan artist, and I believe he was called Simply Tomas. Yes, he was called Simply Tomas, and he had a song called Tafadhali. Oh my God. People who used to listen to XFM, you know what I'm talking about. I used to listen to that song when I was feeling like, it's time to feel sad. It's time to feel like, to let these feels permeate my skin and my being. I used to listen to that song a lot. Sam, I'm surprised you don't know about Simply Tomas.
Nah, man.
I know somebody out there listening to this knows about Simply Tomas. Just please listen to his song Tafadhali, then listen to Colossal Failure. Oh my God, Sam, even by the title you already know, Colossal Failure. Bro, that was my jam. That was my jam, because it's like whenever things are going wrong, just turn on that Colossal Failure and start feeling sad about your life. Bro, I'm not lying. What happened to Simply Tomas?
What? Well, that's a mystery.
No, hold on. This is,
maybe he's listening.
No, this is a PSA. Listen, Simply Tomas, if you're listening, one, the music industry needs you. We need you desperately to come back and feel like, bro, I think there's a niche. We need this feels back. No, there is. There is, man.
There's no niche for Simply Tomas. We have people who are, anyway, I don't know if Kenyan men, maybe Kenyan men are playing Simply Tomas. Maybe that's what they're listening to. Maybe that's what Spotify is telling us. Maybe his streams have gone up the recent months. But yeah.
And I see you coming back to me and singing out that Tafadhali. Oh my God. People who know, they know. Anyway, bro, I don't even remember. What were we talking about?
Oh man, no, it's Heartbreak. It's Heartbreak season. I don't know whether it's going to end.
Heartbreak season.
I don't know how long. Maybe has it changed? Is it still something that's ongoing? It'll be interesting to know. And also, as an artist, maybe there's a time to capitalize on that. Like, hey, the both. I know if it's the men, but both men and women, we've gone up in listening to heartbreak music. So this is a time to really lock in. Like, it doesn't matter what you talk about, even if you talk about the streets, like figure out a way to mesh the streets into heartbreak, because that's what people want to hear right now. So, give the people,
bro, I'm not gonna lie, Sam, I'm such a hater of when people try and mesh the streets with like love songs. Like, I'm sorry, I hate when I listen to R&B drill or something like that, bro. I'm like, bro, stop.
Isn't that's what
honestly?
That's what
I'm such a hater.
That's what birthed Sexy Jill. The what do you call it?
Although I do like this one. What's her name? I think she's called Ilham. She's fired though. She's fired. She hops on those like drill, like it's not really drill. It's like jazzy club stuff, but with like R&B. I like Ilham, but everyone else, forewarning, Afam is not a fan. Sam.
Well, there you go.
To accompany your sad playlist. Actually, if you're an artist and you make sad music, I implore you to take a look at Africori, because they might be the people to distribute your music to the right target audience. Sam, I don't know if you saw, but like Warner did a acquisition of Africori. Apparently, it's a full acquisition, which is actually big. And here's the question: where is where is Africori based, or like what country is it from? Or is it just Africa?
Is it? I mean, even if it's Africa, it probably started from somewhere.
Yeah, I really don't know too much about like where it started from, but so Warner, which famously, I think I like Warner because they pay attention to African artists. Like they do cater a lot to like West African artists, although I haven't seen them have a lot of involvement in the East African space as such, but they are open to Africa. Well, by East Africa, let me say Kenyan, because I don't know if they have their hands in like TZ music, but they they work with the likes of like Burna Boy and stuff. So they're out here creating superstars in the African space. And it looks like they've done an acquisition of Africori, similar to when UMG acquired part of Maven's, which I think that was which is a big deal. Although Maven is a label and Africori is more on the distribution side. But they do
multiple things: distribution, publishing, licensing. I think they also double in marketing.
You know what? You're right. Right.
I think for me, label the first without being a label, I guess.
Let's call them music services or label services. Is what they specialize in.
They're offering.
Yeah, so let me see. So with this acquisition, Warner Music Group strengthens its foothold in Africa's rapidly growing music industry, positioning Africori and its artists for greater global success. It is part of Warner Music Group's broader investment in Africa, following strategic partnerships with Chocolate City, Diamond Platinum's WCB Wasafi, I don't know how to pronounce that one, and Ziki Media. I believe Ziki Media is based in Kenya. So
maybe
I think so. Yeah, no, Ziki Media.
I mean, I've seen them all around. So at least they have a presence here if they're not based here, but they have a strong
actually
presence
here. Ziki Media also has its tentacles in Asia, so I don't know if they're based in Kenya for sure. But here's the question. So if you're an artist like seeing this, like does this like tempt you into, because we know like the likes of like Ben Soul, Sauti Soul have used Africori as a partner.
Okay, we don't know exactly what their partnership was, but yes, as a partner.
Whether it's for distribution or like publishing, like does this like entice you to wanting to work with them?
I mean, for sure. If you see them, like we usually are enticed by lights, and I think Warner Music is a big light. Rather a bigger light than some of the lights.
Sam is literally calling us moths, or like those flies which fly to the light bulb. That's what you're calling us essentially. That's us right now.
When it rains, we're all outside, all clamoring for the same spot on the bulb. But no, I think so. If you see like a Warner Music, you're like, okay, like this is a big presence, big presence. So of course you would want to get a piece of that. I mean, you know how artists are. There's just it's an innate desire to be signed by a label. I don't know what it is, but there's just it's a drive. Just like you wake up in the morning and you're hungry, you want to get food. Artists become musicians or whatever, and they just want to be signed. And so being signed to one of the big labels is it's a big thing. So it is huge.
Is that still a thing in 2025, wanting to be signed to a label? That used to be the dream. The dream was like, oh, I'm gonna be signed, and then like everything is gonna be okay.
It's always going to be a dream until the labels stop having control over art, and that's not going to stop.
Which is never.
You see the games that they're playing, or rather, to be really hard for them to get over that. So it's always going to be a dream. It's just like, I mean, when you start playing football, you're playing in the yard. What happens? What comes onto your mind? You want to be signed, and you don't want to be signed by your local Gor Mahia FC or AFC Leopards. You want to be signed by Arsenal and Man U. When you're cooking, you want to cook at a biggest restaurant. It's just we are just enticed by lights. we want to be in the biggest thing. That's just how it's being human, I think. Well, that's
we want to be Njerai, like with Njerai and Universal.
Yeah,
we want that.
Yeah, so okay. I think so. I do think I think when I was thinking about this, I was like, okay, this is cool, right? But how does it affect our industry? And my brain went down the road.
It might give us more reach.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah. My brain went down the road of, okay, do we need, because again, when you're asking like, is that still a thing? Like, do we need music labels today? That kind of deal. I know it's something that's talked about a lot, but do we actually need music labels? Most of the times I feel like not. I feel like the artists can figure it out for themselves, and it cuts the middleman. The labels being the middleman they're a very big middleman. They take everything. They take everything and leave the artist with almost nothing. I was just thinking about it. Like, do we need labels? Like, and what I came to is, I feel like currently in the Kenyan industry we might, especially like a label like a UMG or a Warner, a label that has experience in putting out quality product over a long period of time. Like, I don't know. I feel like we do need that, because things the way they are currently, it's just a free for all, and I don't know how beneficial that is for the industry. Am I making sense to you? Am I completely off?
You are making sense, actually. I think, yes, we do need more labels, but for me, my perspective is we need more labels because we need more competition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like other markets like Nigeria, South Africa, there's like everybody and their mom has a label, right? But some of them are actually doing like some real high level, like they're doing some real high level stuff. And that only serves to like push the industry like way farther, you know? So the more labels we have, the more people that are creating high quality music, the more competition, the better, because then everything will just like elevate.
True. And then imagine if you had like 3, 4, 5 like
yes,
like good labels, like actually doing proper label work here. Like, it will push one. I think it will create that competition you're talking about, where artists who are signed will now say that, okay, for me to get signed, I need to produce at this level, and then that's going to trigger them to create in that way. I think too, it will also spread. Because I feel like right now, some of the music that's being paid the most attention to is Afropop. You know, it's the Afropop sound. It's an umbrella with a few, subgenres within that, but it's mostly Afropop. I think there's opportunities for hip hop to be taken care of, and different subgenres within hip hop. For EDM, different subgenres within EDM. Yeah.
There's no labels that have a huge emphasis on hip hop. Have you noticed? Because like I think the hip hop artists like just don't have anything going for them. Like, I don't know who you would decide to like partner with if you're like doing trap or something like in Kenya. You know what I mean? Because if you make like Afropop, or you make like Gengetone or Urban Tone, you can look at the likes of like, you know, Black Market,
yeah,
Taurus, maybe even Ziki Media handle a lot of that type of music as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are a bunch of gospel labels as such, but I don't have the relevant expertise on that specific like demographic. But then also there is like the UMG, which is doing it big, and then there's the small little things going on like 1RPM and the Orchard, which I say small, but they're not really, but like they're more like distribution, but also offering some label services. But there's no like, I want to see like more like really homegrown like efforts
because back in the day, like we had the Ogopa DJs and them and a lot of them,
which we still do, Kapuka, but they're not at the same.
They're not like very active. Yeah, they did Kapuka, but then they would also focus on like hip hop and rap kind of deal. And we really need that, because it's telling. It's telling that most of the music that people listen to is Afropop. It's not that rap is there, but then rap is sort of just it's out of focus right now, which is
no, for real. And bro, like in relation to this, I think what we really need is we need more people like who are homegrown, who are just invested in the music industry. And we've had this conversation multiple times. I feel like the reason why people don't like invest in the music industry as much is because they see it as something that doesn't bring back a lot of revenue, which for the most part in the East African market is kind of true. But I think somebody needs to also like assess that that's not necessarily a bad thing, because also being the first person to something, being ahead of the curve and being able to be the first person to project like a lot of success might also put you in a good position. And I actually noticed this week doing something totally unrelated. I was just trying to look at, okay, are there like, what are the blogs that cover Kenyan music in like on social media, like Instagram, etc, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I know there are quite a few, but like it's actually very hard to find like a really long and extensive list of blogs that are like just covering Kenyan music and like being like, oh, Njerai released music today, or Bridget Blue did this and this is her visuals. Oh, this is, you know what I mean? Like they are there, but they are very few and far in between. You know, before I was looking for them, I just think before I actually went out to actually just try and find them, I thought there was like, there's a bunch of them, right? But then when I actually went to do the research, I found that there's not as many as I thought. And the reason I did this is because I contrasted it with the data I found when I was looking at like the Nigerian industry. It's like there's just everybody wants to have a page that's like talking about, oh, this is the Alte scene and these are the artists and this is the music coming. Like there's so many of those. It's so easy to find, like, I'm not even lying, like hundreds. You'll find so many people just like
focused on music consistently, like, right?
Consistently talking about music, pushing it out there and giving like smaller artists platforms to put themselves out there as well. And so we just need more people invested in the music industry is what I think.
Yeah, here it's there, but then I feel like it's more down to the individual level. Like there's a few people who are doing that and pushing.
Yeah.
But then it's not, and of course we can't talk about the radio because that's a different side of it. Radio doesn't really focus much on, it doesn't go in depth. They're more like interviews, rollouts and stuff. Like we need people who are, like I got to say, we need people who are really talking about the music and go,
you know, like people like Drill Digest who like really like they set the scene out, like they're all about that scene and they're really covering it. Like, oh man, you know what, maybe this is an opportunity, bro. Maybe I'll start one for like all the R&B shit that's going on out there. Well, there is like there's Nairobi R&B and stuff like that, but like we want to niche it down even further. I don't know, we just need more pages and people dedicated to these things.
Part of it is awareness. I think there are people who do that. Maybe they just need to challenge themselves to make it more consistent. And I mean, it is being documented in different ways, though. And maybe it's just a what do you call it? It's a what's the term? It's a sign of the times. It's a sign of the times. So maybe people are not necessarily reading long form content as much. And so they'd rather consume that in different forms. So that could be it. I don't know. But I think it would be a good thing too. I think it would be good. But that's an interesting aspect.
Maybe. I think these are the type of conversations that need to be had more often than not. And one place y'all can have these conversations, at least find people who are like-minded, are spaces like Kilele. Sam, I'm sure you're aware that Kilele Summit is happening this week.
Yes.
Actually starting from the 18th of February, which is on Tuesday.
Wait, that's yesterday.
It's yesterday. Sam, it's yesterday. Shame on you for breaking the fourth wall. Shame.
Oh man.
I don't know why have I done all that? Like that's so unnecessary for me.
Relax.
But yeah, Kilele Summit are doing a week-long I was gonna say residency, but more or less it's kind of like a residency because it's gonna be at the mall.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be talking about everything to do with the music industry. You know, there's gonna be panels. People are gonna get deep and nerdy. So if you're into like this nerdy, Sam, are you into those nerdy conversations about the music industry? You know, like is that a thing?
All
for
I
you?
want to listen to every day from 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. It's just the nerdy things of the industry. No, I'm generally, of course I'm being sarcastic, but I'm generally interested in what's happening. Because also even like with what we do here, we can have our opinions and stuff like that, but then I think there's just so much we can learn from being outside and on the ground and just seeing other people talk about this kind of stuff. So I mean I'm definitely probably going to be there a few days, at least 2 days.
So if you want to meet if you want to meet Sam,
No,
in
this
the
is not. No,
flesh
come and learn
have
about the industry. It's not about
No,
me.
no. Actually, Kilele Summit is going to be a meet and greet for Sam. Sam, listen, if you're trying to, if y'all are trying,
No, man, no.
if y'all are trying to meet
Stop
Sam,
spreading misinformation. That's false.
how is that misinformation, man?
I'm not going
Like,
there.
come
no,
on.
it has nothing to do with me. I'm an attendee. I'm paying money to be there. Speaking of money, I mean, it's
No,
not
but
it's
it
not
has-
free, obviously. But then,
Okay. Mhm.
sorry, just to mention, yeah, it's not free. For like a week pass, which makes sense. It's 1,000 shillings. Showcase is 500, and the student super saver is also 500, and then the international week pass international. I'm not sure what that is, but that's 9,000 shillings, which is way more than the residence. I don't know what that is, but anyway, so it's that 1,000 shillings, 500, 1,000, and 9,000 price points. It seems like it'll be a good thing though. Like it's good to just go there and sit and soak up knowledge about what's going on. Honestly,
For sure, man. Listen, if you want to go and watch or be part of a dizzying number of workshops, panels, talks, installations, showcases, parties, screenings, and more, then that's the place for you. But honestly, like if I was home, I'd definitely want to be part of this because
Yeah.
genuinely, like there's is such few times when there's like when there's forums where you can meet like-minded individuals and
True.
and learn, you know,
True.
and just exchange ideas and further this music conversation, especially as relates to Kenyan music industry
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean, I see.
And
Yeah.
if this is your thing, you should, especially even if you're an artist, like, yes, there'll be installations and stuff that are music based, because I've seen like people like FL Studio, Ableton are also like part of the organizers, but you will also stand to benefit a lot from the music industry, music business, like conversations that happen. Sorry, Sam, you're about to say something.
No, yeah, I was just going to mention that. I mean, you mentioned musicians being there. Kasiva Mutua is going to be there. She just released a project. I think Anyiko is going to be there as well. I saw Selo will be part of it in some way. The DJ. So yeah, Selena Oyando. So yeah, it'll be cool. It's cool. Come learn, man. Come learn. Let's kick it. Wear black. That's
For
how we like
sure.
it. That's how we know that you came from a referral from the podcast. Wear all black. Because I'm probably going to be there in all black as well. Let's all just congregate as all blacks. Let's briefly mention the main man. Well, is he a main man? Bien and the Chase Awards. Speaking of Summit, I should have done the Summit segue. Chase Awards and Summit. Bien was nominated as Best Artist East Africa. Bien, as you know, is from Kenya. He is a very, very well beloved artist from the Lazizi days up till the Extra Pressure days. So, yeah, just go vote for him. That's again Trace Awards Summit. I guess you could hit them on go to their social media, their website, and you'll know how to vote. Let's bring one home. Let's bring one home. Afam, you better be voting.
For sure, man. For sure, bro. Let's bring it home. Let's bring it home. Okay, so new music, I guess. New music, Sam.
Let's do it.
What was do you know what was tingling your ear hairs this week?
Yes. A couple of releases, I guess. I'm not going to mention everything. I'll just mention the ones that I went to. The first project I think I went.
No, you'll mention the ones that matter. You'll mention the ones that matter.
No, it's not. No. Oh man, way to get yourself in trouble. You can't phrase it that way. That's terrible phrasing. That's how to get cancelled. But no. Let's start with a couple of projects. So Atemi released Mahaba Hewani. And it is I don't remember the last time she released a project, but Atemi is a very well-known vocalist, vocal coach. She does a lot for the vocal industry. So yeah, if you're a big fan of Atemi, go pay attention to that. There's some good songs on there and a couple of collaborations. So yeah. Who else released some music? I guess we could talk about it. I didn't want to get to it as the first thing because we talk about her so much, but then Njerai dropped the 4-letter word, the much anticipated 4-letter word. And yeah, what do you think of that? I know you woke up and you ran to it. I know you ran.
No. I did. I sprinted, man. Usain Bolt, gout. They couldn't even touch me. How fast I sprinted to the playlist. Yeah, I liked it. I think my favorite song was definitely "Hypnotize." I think "Hypnotize" was
that's one of the standouts.
one.
I think. Yeah, very good. Very
yeah,
vibey,
and that is
lovely
the
tempo.
one.
Yeah.
That's no, Sam. That's the one. I think that one was such a good listen. Yeah, I liked it. I think it's a dope project. Yeah, and Njerai came through. She came through. They gave us a few different vibes here and there. So we were well fed. I mean, I like the themes. The themes are also very relatable, especially for Valentine's Day. So it makes a bunch of sense. Also, the video came out. Shout out to them. Looks like they have a plan over there in UMG, Kenya. Did you have anything you wanted to add about that project?
No. I mean, it was good. It was interesting to see Vic West on a beat that is not what he's usually known for at Black Market Records. He leaned into like the, what do you call it? Into the amapiano-ish pop amapiano. I don't know what genre it is. Amapiano has become it's just morphed into so many different things now. I don't know whether they're all part of amapiano or it's broken off into its own thing. But yeah, he did that. So that was interesting seeing him do that. Of course, this is his first. Is it his first?
And that is why gatekeeping might not be a bad thing. No, seriously. I know a lot of South Africans get triggered, but like I feel like the essence of what amapiano is has been watered down so much so you don't even know where it starts and where it begins anymore.
Yeah. And that happens with everything. So it was good seeing him out and seeing them work together. Yeah. So that was interesting. Of course, we're going to keep hearing those songs over and over again because Njeri has the hearts of the people, and we're currently in a period of love. Whether it's heartbreak, whether it's post-love, or currently in it. Well, not me. Afam is. What else? Desturi, Kasiva. My heart is full this week. My heart is full. I clicked on play from start to finish, and it filled my heart up. That is just a very, very, very well done project. I cannot say much. I mean, I can't say too much about it. It's just lovely. It resonated with me. Let me put it that way. I don't know whether it resonated with anyone else, but I really, really thoroughly enjoyed it. Everything worked together for me. Like, it just worked well. I think it was very well. It sounds very well recorded. I love the album art. Very well mixed as well. Like, you can hear, because percussions is difficult. Let me tell you now. Usually as producers, it's easy for us to mix because we are not dealing with too many elements. But then when you have like a whole, you have congas, you have toms, you have triangles, you have like 5, 6, 7 different percussion instruments going at the same time. It's hard to make them blend together. And I think whoever was mixing it did a very, very good job. Yeah, I loved songs on here. Aoko was good. Huruma was great. Shalala was great. The last song on there was Nikotela, of course, we had played before. Twendembele was also really good. Yeah, man, I don't know. I sound like I'm gushing, what do you call it? Rambling, but no, I've thoroughly enjoyed Kasiva Mutua with Desturi. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, I couldn't listen to it because I didn't know it dropped until like this morning. So, and I didn't have time. I didn't have time to.
This is not when you rush to
go through it. So I'll definitely go through it.
Take your time when you're in the mood to hear it and sit down and listen to it, because I think it's really amazing.
So unfortunately, I didn't listen to that. So I'm feeling FOMO. But what I did listen to was Njoki Karu released a song Mihoko. It was really fire. Like the vocals were vocaling, like a friend of mine likes to say. So shout out to Njoki Karu, man. Place and Time by Mali and Rezoman. I've seen the dance that they're doing on TikTok, so it's really catchy. So shout out to them. Let's see, Navigate AJ Brandy Minor also came out. Listen to that as well. You already talked about Atemi. What else stood out to me? Tumia Kichwa by Harry Craze, Furthermore, and Trio Mio. Watched the video for that as well, so that was good. There was a Trio Mio song that came out with Calligraph Jones that I was unable to get to. I just forgot, I guess. So
of course
but
you did.
you'll check that one out as well.
You clearly forgot to get to it.
Why, Sam?
Yeah.
I was moving so smoothly. I was moving so smoothly, like. Oh my god, bro, Sam! The way I did that was so masterful. Before you piped up,
it wasn't masterful.
Oh my god! Anyway, there was "Come See Me" by Juanita and Kanzu. So shout out to them. I watched the video. Oh, they look like they're so in love. Then there was, let's see, there was. Why am I laughing? Love Hearts by Saint Evo was really fire, especially towards the end there, man. That like the arpeggio thing that he had like slowly fade in. Ooh, that shit is so sick. So shout out to Saint Evo. Dr. Ring Ding by Tipsy G. That was an experience. That was an experience for sure.
Sounds like hate.
No, it's just because I'm remembering like my high school days and when people used to listen to Dr. Ring Ding. So that's what it reminded me of. Let me see. I Never by King Kanja also came out, so y'all should check that one out. And am I missing out on anything? And lastly, I think I listened to Tesla. Oh my god, listen, whenever Tesla releases music, I'm locked in. That's my favorite artist in Black Market Records, hands down. She released the song Dogai Kare. Very familiar place where the visuals were shot. Anyway, shout out to Tesla. No, she always kills it, like definitely. So
I've seen those. I've seen those walls before.
Very many memories, many of them unpleasant. Anyway,
whoa.
Sam, go.
This is bad. This is distasteful. This is distasteful. Anyway, yeah, I guess we'll mention a few more, and then a few more that I guess resonated with me. Riga is an artist. I guess a gospel rapper. I feel like gospel rapper is not what I would term him by, but I just use that for now, but I don't think that's the right term. He raps gospel music. Anyway, he released a song called Nipe Time, which is a Nipe Time in parentheses again, which is it's like a rework of his 2017 song of the same name, pretty similar. It almost just sounds like he reproduced it, added some more stuff, some more vocals, give it a bit more life. It was originally on Chumbani, which is an EP that I listened to quite a bit during the time. So shout out to Riga. Who else released? Bosire and Taiwan. Singoji Valentine. I don't know. I just enjoy that one. It's love. I'm really here for the love songs. So it was some love music. And then lastly, KC, who is KE Music adjacent. So he dropped All in Vain. So again, if you're a KC fan, I think he's gearing up to release something too. So I'm excited for that. Excited to hear what he's been cooking. Yeah, but this week, I know we played her previously, but I really do enjoy that project. So I think it were up to me, and it is. We are going to play a song from Kasiva's latest release, Desturi. And I think, there's so many songs we could choose from, but I think we could go with Huruma. I love the tempo, the voices, the blending of the voices and the instruments. Just well produced. And so I really enjoyed it. This is a project that I think I'm going to be going back to. I can't say that about many projects that come out, but then this is one of the ones I'll be going back to. So yeah, man. Huruma by Kasiva Mutua. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, that was Kasiva Mutua, Huruma of her latest release, their story. Simply amazing. Shout out to her, man. It'll be good. Hopefully I'll get to catch her when doing the Kilele sessions, because I think she'll be there. I really hope I get to catch her, because she's
please,
she's
Sam,
phenomenal.
you have to. You have
phenomenal.
to, man. Have to.
Yep. That's it.
Yes,
yeah.
sir. That was, man, episode 118 of the 30% podcast. Thank you guys so much for always listening and always supporting. We wouldn't be able to do this if it was not for y'all, man. You guys are our driving force. Listen, every day I wake up and I think, the people who listen to the 30% podcast.
So sentimental. Oh my goodness.
But that was on autopilot there.
Why is this getting into a award ceremony thanks speech?
So anyway, you guys know that I like to do the 3 C's at the end of the podcast. If you're new here, you might be wondering what are the 3 C's, and I will tell you. Number 1, confidence. You need to be confident in your art, because that's what's going to make it sell. Nobody's going to want to listen to music that doesn't have somebody who's confident, who's pushing it. Number 2, consistency. Consistency is key in both how you create the art and how you release the art. You don't have to release it every day, but you have to be consistent. And lastly, craft. Always strive to work on your craft. And sometimes the very, very small gains take you farther than you can even imagine. And these 3 C's are kind of things that I'm also trying to follow, because I'm not perfect and I haven't perfected the art of the 3 C's. But I know once I do, I will be unstoppable. Sam.
Yeah, man. No, this is for all the men out there with broken hearts and just diving.
We need to play a sad song. Okay, we're playing a sad song now.
Diving into Spotify, just looking for something that would soothe the wounds that have been caused by Nairobi women. Keep your head up and stay strong. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and tomorrow is another day. And
it is.
Warembo ni wengi in the words of
but they are. That's a fact.
Yes, so
that's a fact.
That's all I have for you.
And with those very wise and pithy words, we're gonna bid you guys adieu. We'll see you guys next week.